guys, as you can see, I've got to mow the yard this morning. This is Saturday morning. Hope you guys are having a great day. We got a good sunshiny morning. I don't know how long it's going to last. There's supposed to be rain in the forecast, so I'm going to mow early. I got a few chores I want to get done around here. I got to feed up first. I already went to Porter and picked up groceries, G and I, and just got back and just got unloading them. Ivan's upset because naturally I'm not out there already. I'm coming, Ivan. I'm coming, buddy boy. I know he loves his pawpaw. I'm coming, buddy. I've got this habit, always driving all the way around where my new house is going to be. She said, "You eventually going to stop that before we have to have a backyard." I said, "Yeah, I know, baby. I know." But that's where it's going to be, right there. Starting July the 1st. Right here. Back porch is going to be about right along in here. I'll sit on the back porch, look at my garden. Yeah. Ben's going to put them pickets up when he gets here Monday, Tuesday, whatever day he shows. And the backyard will come across somewhere and join in this fence over here. And all this will be up in the front. Yeah, it's going to be. All right, let's go feed up. Ivan will be get upset. What in the world? What has this world come to, guys? Look at there. When an able-bodied man stands in the shade and operates a remote-controlled lawnmower, what's next? What's next for Dan? Bubble bath? It's ridiculous. Is that ridiculous or what? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Buster, you're not like it, are you? Buster, I'm not like that, Papa. Not my boy Buster. We take the trailer back to the back and parking it. It's been at the barn, and Ben's unloaded everything, and I've got my table's got to go in there. The work table's got to go in, and got a wheelbarrow full of tools got to go in, and then I'll start parking my truck. I think probably. Or the tractor one. Eventually the tractor will be parked over there. They park my truck there at the barn underneath that awning. I don't know yet. I'd like to leave that open actually so I can drive in and out on my mule when I'm wanting to work out there. Cows down in the shade. I've got to mow the yard. So drive around a little bit and relax. Relax before I get started. Go check on all my guys down here. Look how they lay up to the shade. If the shade moves, they'll move. If the shade moves, they move. Hey guys. Hey, what you doing in the truck, Papa? Why are you in the truck, Papa? I had to bring my trailer out. you think, son? Is this pitiful or what? Look at that. Is this pitiful? Walking around in a remote controlled lawnmower. An able-bodied man. I can't believe this stuff. Buster. Even Buster thinks it's weird. Buster thinks it's weird. I do too, Buster. LE come by to visit, so they decided they just go out there and investigate. He said, Dan called him and said, he had some goats out. And I says, he said, not mine. And he drove up and yeah, they're mine. And if they'd stay out in the front yard, I'd let them stay out. He was talking about it, Ellie and I said, if they'd stay in the front yard, I'd let them out more often. But they will for a little while. Then they want to start wandering around and visiting. And if people got pot plants on their back porches and stuff, they like to, you know, like she's doing. Just kind of trim them. Give them a little trim job. Doing a good job. And that one there. Get out of there. Just leave his stuff alone. My goodness, my goodness. Anyway, Ellie sat there visiting me.
Hi.
Sitting on the porch, admiring my mowing job. I'm going to cut these things here back today down about even with this rail. I can't even see out of here.
Yeah.
I told you the other day, I said, we're sitting there on the front porch and you can't see nothing. All you can see is these 4 o'clock seeing almost to the ceiling. So I'm going to cut them back even with the rail, and hopefully they'll just bush out at the bottom and not be anything bad.
Let the goats take care of them a little.
The goats don't really eat them. They'll push them over like you saw Mary Ann while you're trying to shove them around. Baby, leave your stuff alone.
There's a windshield on the back, so I don't think she can get to it.
She can't get to the back.
She'll take off my keys, though.
She may take your keys. That's what I do when I got my keys in my pocket. They'll get on my mule. The first thing they do is pull the keys out and run with them. It's fun. They don't run far. They'll throw them down. Crazy little goats. Oh, baby. She's watching Dan over there. She says, Pawpaw, there's a man over with a remote mower. Is that sick or what, Pawpaw? Is that sick? You don't need to go over there. No, you don't need to go over there. You don't argue the point. Just her arguing. Do not go over there, baby. She likes to argue everything. She wants to argue. She's watching Dan. I'm going, Papa. I'm going. Hard-headed girl. That's the way girls are. That was a good visit with LNG. Woody, you think they not smart as us? Woody said they not smart as we are, Papa. No, ain't nobody smart as us, Papa. Yeah, right, Woody. I love Woody. I love Woody, dog. Come on, come over here. Come on. Come on.
5 girls.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, dog.
Girls are so much
Here we go. Look at them guys. Yep, there they go.
That's one thing I would change.
That little dog, that little tiki dog, he don't back up none.
Shoes. Yeah.
Took him a while before he started wrestling with Buster. Buster's a little rough. Buster gets a little rough, but now he'll attack Buster.
Connor's not like that. Neither is Caden.
And his school shoes are alive.
Well, he's 13 now. He can live where he wants to live, so.
Is that true?
There goes all them moochers. Look at them. They're looking for my truck. Look at them. They look at my truck's not here. It's over by the barn.
Yeah, well, you just
And they don't know it yet. Look at them. Here they come. They come running looking for Papa's truck so it would have lunch. It's gonna have lunch. Boys, y'all want to go in and eat? I know what Buster wants. Buster would like to have a little weenie. Can I have a piece of weenie, Papa? Just a little piece of a weenie? That's all I want, Paul. Just a little weenie. What about you, Birdie? Dirty Birdie? What about the wood dog? What about the wood dog? You want a little weenie? Yeah, he does. He wants up. Winnie wants up. Buster likes weenies. Buster likes weenies. Yes, he does. He likes. He likes. He's bad as Levi. Buster like a lot like Levi. He loves them weenies. Let's go get one. All right, guys, listen up. I was making fun of Daniel early. I'm gonna take it all back. Look what I got for Father's Day. Look at all that barbecue. Woo, doggy, it's good too. I take it all back. Buster, really? Buster, seriously, I'm serious. You cannot be talking about Daniel in that little wimpy lawnmower thing he was doing, son. Look what he brought for Pawpaw. So you take it back, Buster. I'm serious. Y'all got to take it back. We've had actually quite a bit of rain. And the river's held good. Real proud of that. We've got rain every day. It's some heavy rain. The river's held up good. I'll go over and look at the camp patio. I want to come down one day this week and mow it. Grass is deep, and I come down yesterday and gonna sit there a little bit at the picnic table, at the little table, and doggone mosquitoes are getting a little bit crazy. That's why those cows are coming up to the barn at night, laying up in that dirt, so they can keep the mosquitoes off of them. It's not as bad in that dirt. You get this tall grass, and those mosquitoes are a little bit crazy. So mowing it will make it better. And I'll come down. It needs to be mowed anyway before it gets too deep. I don't want to get snaky. And I'll just mow this whole area tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Father's Day. But one day this week. Also, they're not going to start the build until July the 1st. We'll probably go ahead and move these beets. Either one morning or one. Come down and do it in the mornings when it's cool, or come down late in the evening when it's cool. In the evening, I can just go ahead and transport them right then. If I box them up in the morning, I just probably wait and leave them here until that evening to come back and get them. And let all those coming back during the day see their new house, go in and out of it. But not for sure. We'll just have to kind of watch the weather. It'll be hot, I'm sure. We'll try to do it before when it's not real hot. Because in that suit, it gets pretty doggone warm. Let's go check on them. We're going home. See, it's not too hot today. They don't have to all come outside. They coming and going just right. Looking good. rough as all that concrete, but it'll eventually smash down in that sand. Yeah, we rushed home. They was gonna try to beat the rain so I could mow. Turned out it didn't rain at all. Look at that sky. Beautiful. Now these people right here got in trouble this morning. I let them out in the front yard, do a little trimming. Next thing you know, Dan's calling Ellie. He said, Ellie, there's some goats over here by my house. Yeah, it was y'all. Ellie says, I don't think it's mine, Uncle Dan. He drives up, sure enough, it's those three little outlaws. Yeah. They went over to check on Dan's pot plants and loose. Yeah, had to go check on them. They don't need to trim. Y'all don't need to trim the little pot plants, guys, on the porches, okay? That's not for y'all's trimming. Tell them two spots there. What's wrong with these people, Papa? What's wrong with them? They don't think they're goats. That's their problem. They don't think they are. What, Cuddles? What? If it's earlier in the day, I'll take. And you know what? Next week when I'm mowing down, listen to me. Listen to me. Hey, pay attention. When I mow down at Camp Heidi, I'll let y'all go with me, okay? We'll all go together, and y'all can browse while I mow. All right. Now, I'll take my gun with me just in case. Just in case a booger's down there. Just in case there's a booger. Okay? All right. No, ma'am. You're not going to go right now. You're grounded. Y'all got grounded for what y'all did. Well, Papa, them little pot plants need a little bit of trimming. I don't think so. Gigi and I come out to relax with Seamus, Buster, Bandit, Dirty Birdie, and Tiki Dog. And Woody, there's Woody. And nobody's in the swings today, so it's just us.
I'm surprised they're not buzzing around.
Yeah.
Because we've got a good wind.
Yeah, wind's blowing hard. Look at that wind blowing. That don't have nothing to do with the wind, baby. Okay.
Oh, I think it does.
Guarantee you it had nothing to do with the wind. Wind's blowing hard today out here. Swings ain't doing nothing.
It's good. I got sleepy all of a sudden.
Big old tree. Big old tree. We'll have to cut some of these lower limbs right here. I got a pole saw we'll use for that. Dan will be up, or I'll raise him up in a bucket. Or one of us the other can cut them before they start the house. This big limb's the only one I ever worried about, but it goes out away from the house, so if it went, it's going to go somewhere else. Seamus, Shame. What do you think, big
Wonder
boy?
why the chicken was so spicy.
Huh?
Wonder why Dan's chicken was so spicy.
It was good. You just don't like spicy food, baby.
The pork chop was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's Kim. Hang on.
I was just gonna tell you, I found
Kim
this.
called. She said, where's Mom? On my
Yeah.
phone. I said, I just run her butt off.
No, I'm outside now.
And I said, she's probably coming across your backyard because I was throwing rocks at her.
Yeah, I just come out.
She
to
said, well,
see
she
what
didn't come
Ben
that way
was
'cause she
doing,
can't climb a
and told
fence.
me to help bring the chairs over here. Ben painted the chairs. They look so
I love watching little dogs play. Poor little birdie. It's birdie's time down. Woody referee. If Buster goes out there, it's gonna be on.
So she's
Buster's
not a Trump
watching.
fan. That's making.
He's watching me. Says, if she gets wet, Papa, I'll roll her. Bandit very seldom plays, guys. He very seldom plays. They get to wrestling. Sometimes he'll growl at them if they get close to him. Woody just wants to referee.
Well, it definitely wasn't. Did she
I
say
think
anything
Shane's
after
probably been
that?
chasing rats all night. He's just tired today. All thing's moving is his tail. He loves hanging out here. He'll love it out here. We get moved in. Him and Mick, Roman, they all three come out here. Rest of them will eventually.
Oh my gosh.
All right, looking straight across from our front porch. If you're sitting on my front porch right now, you can look at the sanctuary, beautiful. You look at Bree's house, beautiful. And you see the edge of Dan's shop. His house is on around this other way here. You can see the edge of his house right there.
That's crazy.
And that's our view off our front porch. Now we can look off the end of the front porch and look down the driveway. Or we can look the other way off the front porch. And we can look over toward the house now. Now at our back door, our back porch, we can look at the garden and we'll have it picket fence go all the way. And it'll go over this corner. And I was telling G we'll have a backyard fence coming from over here, right over here somewhere, coming to
Yeah, that's basically
along the back edge of the house, so we can put some skirting, keep the dogs from going underneath the house for the time being. Eventually we'll put skirting all the way around it. And then we'll go from this corner over here, over to Dustin's fence over here.
About,
And that will give
I
out
don't know,
a backyard
what always
for the little dogs. That'll work good for them.
Social Security.
Same as come over signature, says Papa.
2 weeks. 2 weeks and 3 days.
Okay. Yeah. Just relaxing. Just relaxing. Mickey Mouse. Whatever happened to the good old cartoons? Steve sent me one the other day, an old one. And Bugs Bunny, I think. Awesome cartoons. Roadrunner, Bugs Bunny, and Elmer Fudd. What's some of the old cartoons you remember, baby?
Me?
You remember any of them? Daffy Duck.
Well, yeah, everybody knows Daffy Duck.
Well,
They
I'm
still
just
have Daffy Duck and Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, yeah. Which other?
Well, all the old cartoons are still, except for the ones they don't have Popeye anymore. I don't think.
Oh yeah, Popeye and what was her name?
Olive Oyl and Bruto.
What was his name? That old boy? Brutus or something? Bruto? Pluto? Something, I forget.
Anyway, they still have they still make Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and all of those. Daffy Duck, maybe.
Yeah. Roadrunner was good. Wile E. Coyote never could get him. Come here, Birdie, come here. Car coming. Birdie.
Birdie, come
See, there was Tweety Bird and what was that old cat's name, Sylvester?
Bandit, come on.
That's what was left of the vehicles. Yeah, that's right, slow takeoff. Buster. And Yosemite Sam. And no Heckle and Jekyll. Remember them two old crows?
Gosh, yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I know. You forget all the old cartoons after years and years of not seeing them. Guys, I'm gonna cut this video off and get it out to you guys before I guess Monday. It's just there's not a whole lot to it except for what me and G did today, kind of sitting around kicking back. She's sitting here now trying to find some fresh figs. We got to talk about figs. She says, "What's them two little trees over them stakes? Those are my little fig trees." She said, "I'd love to have some fresh figs." I said, "Yeah." And we got to talking about different places that we used to see them. You don't see them no more. And she said, "Let's see how far you got to go to find figs." And she's talking about driving to Mississippi and everywhere else.
Woodville, Mississippi.
Woodville, Mississippi. We ain't driving nowhere,
No,
G,
we
that
can
far.
find them in Liberty.
Liberty,
Liberty.
Texas.
Yeah.
Well, that's not too bad. Her grandma used to sell them off her porch, like $4 for a gallon. That's cheap, but that's way back.
And that was over 50 years
50
ago.
years ago, yeah. And gee, I guarantee you some of them gallons wasn't full because she loves figs. Raw figs. But anyway, I'm going to get this out to you. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Monday, I think Ben will be back. We're going to tackle that picket fence over here. And tomorrow is Father's Day. And you'll get that video the following Sunday. And we're having a fish fry, I think, at Rob and Tina's. Tina and Rob's. And should be a good time. I love you guys. Y'all take care and see you tomorrow.